Hey everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Tonight, I was going to release a video called Pen Pal Horrors 3. And this was a personal story of mine that I actually experienced with pen paling, and it wasn't good. I went over and over for the last couple of probably weeks to a month on how I was going to tell this story. And I never could bring myself to do it because I felt like it was too much of my personal life to share through any form of media. One thing about me is I love doing the savings challenges. I love doing the running and working out, and I love to share funny stories and hilarious stories that make people laugh and stuff like that. But I'm very protective of my personal life, and I'm very protective of my relationship with my mom, and I'm very protective of my relationship with my fiance, because I think that's where the line kind of draws for me. When you have a personal life, you have to watch how much you share of that. You don't want to lose who you are through social media, through posting and things like that. So I'm always very careful about not sharing any type of information about what me and my fiance do or things like that. Of course, you know, when you're having fun, it's good to share with friends and family the adventure aspect of it, but not much more than that. I see some YouTubers that feel like they got to share every bit of their life. I mean, I've even seen people on Facebook go as far as to tell you when their phone got turned off. I mean, I've seen it. I've seen it to where one girl, I knew this couple way back in the day, and she kept calling her husband's phone. And I was friends with both of them. And I remember that she put it on Facebook like, hey, I've been trying to call this man's phone. Will somebody tell this man to please pick up some toilet paper from the store? And we were like, why would you put that on Facebook? It makes no sense. So there's a limit to what I will post and a limit to what I will say. And I found that this was the limit for me. I found that I could not go there. Unlike the other two stories that I had really shared, this one was really about me. It involved a very serious situation. And then it involved a family member as well that kind of crossed me. And I just couldn't bring myself to throw people under the bus. I'm just not that nasty person that can do that. So I had to just say, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to say anything about the story because I just feel like there's just certain limits. I'm not a big fan of putting your whole life out on social media. There's things I will share, no doubt, but I don't believe in putting your whole life out there. You got to have a personal life away from Instagram, TikTok if you're doing that, or, you know, Facebook if you're doing that. You have to have a personal life away from that. And I keep my life very personal. I love sharing the journeys. I love sharing the journey to Slovakia. I'm excited about sharing the candy haul and things like that with me shopping for candy. I'm excited about that. I love that. But it's just certain aspects of my life, I just won't do it. I just can't do it. So I was trying to figure out what to talk about on this video. And I was like, you know what I'm going to talk about is I call it the rebound effect. And what this basically is, if you've ever experienced it, is when you have people from your past. It doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship past, just people from your past that you don't necessarily deal with anymore. Come back and try to look into your life. Like, I wonder what he's doing. I find that so irritating, man. Like, and I'm going to give you this example. I call this the Stalker. Now, I'm going to be able to talk about this. This really did happen. This is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help my Boston Red Sox hat. I'm serious. So here we go. About 2016 and through 2017, you know, I'm like, just, you know, I got a Facebook account. I'm on it because I'm like doing a lot of like traveling to different states and stuff like that around this time on, you know, just checking out some different things on the weekends and stuff. This person has like a newspaper clipping for like a profile pic. I don't know who this guy was, right? I really don't know who he was. But this guy had a weird name like Terrence something. I don't know. I can't remember it because this was so many years back, but it began with a T. So he sends me a direct message because he wasn't a friend of mine. And he says, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, good. Who are you? Like, who in the world are you? Because the Facebook profile looked like a newspaper clipping out of like the Sunday Sun or something like that. So I'm looking at it and he's just like, oh, I just wanted to say I'm so happy for you. I'm so proud of you. You're doing so well for yourself. And I'm like, bro, who are you? You know, because his name, I said, I don't know this person, right? So the individual was like, oh, I'm just a friend. I said, whose friend? You're not my friend because I don't know you. I knew everybody that was in my life at the time. And anybody who knows me knows I keep my circle very small. I don't roll with a bunch of groups of people. I don't do that. I have like 3 or 4 people that I usually deal with or talk to, and that is enough for me. I'm not a person who hangs out with a lot of people. I haven't done that since I was like 21, 22 years old. And I was like 42 when this was going on. So I'm like, yo, this person would not tell me who he is. He kept saying he was a friend. And I said, I think you got the wrong person, bro. He says, no, you used to live on blah, 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 blah. You have a house there. And I'm like, wait a second now. This person knew my address, but would not tell me who this person was. And this was a guy, which was really freaking me out. You know what I'm saying? So during the freak out, I'm trying to figure out, okay, I'm freaking out because I don't know who this person is. Who the hell is this that knows my address, that knows, and it won't tell me who he is? So I'm sitting up there like, yo, you need to tell me who you are. You just named my address to the family home. What? Like, I'm like pissed. He's like, oh, you're doing so well. I'm like, what? Who are you? Like, he would not tell me. So I said, I'm done. I blocked him. And so, about a month or so later, this person resurfaces with the same newspaper clip face and says the same thing to me again. And I'm like, bro, who are you? I'm just a friend. I know you. I know where you live. And I'm like, yo, if you know where I live and you know me, then tell me who you are. Don't hide behind this newspaper clipping face. Just tell me who you are, bro. If you know me, then say something, man. Don't play me like that. He's like, oh, well, I'm just a friend of yours. And I'm like, you ain't no friend of mine. You hiding behind something. So I kept saying, is this really a guy, or is this somebody that did me dirty many years ago, like a girl or something that just was trying to take a look back into my life many years later and was so afraid to show their face that they hid behind this fake newspaper clipping? Now, I'm saying that because that's typically what will happen. It will be somebody that did you dirty way before, that you forgot about, but didn't forget about. They didn't forget about you. So the person did it again. Like I blocked the person again. About a year later went by. Like 2017, 2018. The person reaches out again. How are your Steelers doing, man? Man, they not doing too good this year. I'm just saying, like, you know, I hear you doing good, though. I'm like, yo, what kind of supercalifragilisticexpialidocious dope BS are you talking? Like, I was really pissed off, right? I never found out who this person was. This person just hid behind this newspaper clipping like face for a long time, and I blocked the 3rd time, and I guess 3 times the charm because I never heard from this person again. It's things like that it has always freaked me out. Like, I never like those people that kind of peep back into your life once they're out of it. Like, if you're out of my life, you're out of it for a reason. I don't deal with you for a reason. I don't talk to you for a reason. I don't keep you in my life for a reason. It's a reason we're not friends, or it's a reason we're not, you know, we don't talk or communicate. It's just the way life is. I don't hate anybody, but I think in life you have to make tough choices. And I've had to make them with people that were close to me. I've had to make them with people that I keep at a distance. Some people just aren't good to have around you. They're just not. And when you know that, you have to keep yourself away from people like that. You don't want that distraction in your life. You don't want that type of drama or disruptive in things you're doing. So I tend to stay away from things like that. So I didn't know who that person was, but it was strange, man, because that and a few other times throughout my life, people who I knew or whatever it was, not dated, because obviously, you know, I didn't date, but it was people that I knew, and they would just come back like nothing was wrong. Like, I remember one person actually told me, hey, I was thinking about you. I was like, how? You haven't spoke to me in 20-something years. Your thought ain't 20 years ago. What? That don't make no sense to me. You wasn't thinking about me. You weren't even thinking about you. You were not thinking. The light bulb didn't go off. You had no light bulb. You had no off. You know what I mean? Like, it was that bad. Like, it's like you just can't be that desperate. Like, you just can't. Like, you have to move on with your life. Like, I just move on, pack up the truck, and get it out of there. So that's the most irritating thing to me. It's when someone does you dirty, they know they do you dirty, but yet they feel the need to look into your life to be like, what did I miss? Yeah, you missed the whole boat. Go away. Like, it's sail. Honk, honk is out to sea. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you go on with your life, man. So that's the most I can come up with tonight, man. It's a crazy video, man, but the original video won't be dropping. I just couldn't do it, man. I couldn't go there and throw people under the bus. That's just not me, man. I don't have that type of energy in me. You know, I just keep my personal life private. I think that's a big part of my personality, man. I don't put my personal life out there like that. I see people do it all the time, and look, I wish them the best, but that's not me. I can't do it. So, yeah. Stay tuned for my next YouTube video. It's going to be a good one. Peace.